My husband is accusing me of using his destiny and forcefully taking spiritually the blessings God gave us when we got married. He claims that the Bible said that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtaineth blessings and favor from the Lord. So the blessings and favor he is supposed to obtain from the Lord, that his wife has taken it. I don't want to use the S word, but you know what I mean, that the wife don't, you understand, divert her. So I asked the lady what's happened. She said that after schooling, that she started a business that she was just managing until she met this her husband. That they just dated for 6 months, and the man said, you know what, I love you and everything, I want us to take it to the next level. And being that she also loved him then, and she said yes, and they got married. Now she said that immediately they got married, that her business turned around. That before this, that her husband's business is just doing well. He's just doing well. Like, if you can clarify a good businessman, a successful businessman, you will add her husband into the category, right? But her husband's business did not fall after they got married. His business is just there. That's just his normal business. But she, the wife, that her business grew. Her business expanded. Her business became just like customers from east, west, north, and south started patronizing her. People from outside the country, that her business just spread like a wildfire. And before you know it, she said counting in millions. And before you know it, her own money is like running towards her husband's money to catch up. And her husband said it was like, wow, this is not your business, is just increasing and everything like that every day. I hope all is well. She said, yes, all is well. But initially, she didn't notice it about her husband's character. So, before you know it, her own money became more than, a little bit higher than the husband's money. And this got the husband scary. And the husband started behaving, abnormal, started giving her attitude and all that. Before you knew it, her husband started complaining that she no longer has time for the family and this and that. That is because of that reason that she has been unable to take him, because she has not taken him. And she said, yes, Gwyneth, I can admit, since we got married, I've not rested. I've been stressing and stressing because customers started flowing from everywhere. So I had to stress and attend to everyone. So then she didn't give it a deep thought. She just said, yes, maybe this and that. So the husband told her that she has to close down the business and focus to know if she can take in Mumu. I'll call her Mumu. You must not close down the business for you to take in. There are so many ways to handle business. But she said she did. She had to shut it down, everything. Even change her line because customers were calling. So for her not to be too much bothered and feel so bad, she had to change her business line. And luckily for her, a few months down the line, she took him. So when she took him, she said staying at home, she said that she couldn't cope because she saw that he's always busy. As in, being busy has been part of her. She couldn't cope and she had to beg the husband, please, honey, let me try and start on that business, please, even if it's something small, even if it's not something big, so that I will not be stressed. Just something small. And the husband said, if you want to start a business, it must be some business around this person, not one you had to go out and all that. She said no problem. And her husband opened the provision store for her. Some people will think that this is Nollywood. This is not Nollywood. Just listen. Her husband opened the provision store for her, just small. As in, when I mean small, the shop is not full. Just let it just be She said, let me just do it so that she will not say that I not agree or something like that. Just a business that maybe the goods inside there is not up to 200,000 naira. You can imagine provision. And she said, Kenneth, guess what? Under 2 months, under 2 months, that shop filled up to the brim. Under 2 months. And before 4 months to 6 months, she has to beg her landlord to please that she wants to rent the empty store beside her store. And she also wants to break the wall to make the shop too. And the landlord agreed because that shop has been empty. Before she came into that place, that shop has been empty. So no one has come for that shop again. So she has to. That is after 4 months to 6 months. And it was almost due time for her to put to bed. You understand? But she said that she was scared that after her shop, there is another empty shop because the business has now been growing and growing and growing. Like growing. So she said that she was scared. She go for maternity leave. Before she will come back, someone will just take the third shop, and she has to approach the landlord again. Sir, I want to take the third shop. The landlord was like, no problem, if you want to take, my own is just pay me. And she paid and took the third shop and broke the wall, and then she just started everything. And the shop was just 3 shops under 8 months. I was like, wow, jeez. So she said, Queenette, when it was time for her to, put to bed, that she couldn't just stay. She had to invite her sister and also hire a staff so that they can manage the shop while she's at home for her maternity and everything. And she did just that. She put to bed safely and baby was fine. And then she said that she couldn't wait up to 3 months. That when it was just 1 month after her delivery, she has to run to the shop because customers were complaining, her staff is not attending to customers very well, and so many things. So she had to beg the husband that she has to start going to the shop to monitor her staff and her sister, make sure everything is in place. And her husband gave her conditions, make sure you come back at least, just spend up to 2 or 3 or 4 hours in the shop. And she said, no problem. So she said that she started going to her shop and also noticed that that she wants to expand the business, and there are lots of demands about some things that she's not selling, and she wants to start selling them. She said something about electronics, like household electronics, like something like bulb, extension, small fridge, small electronics, right? Not just too big. And she said that where she had her shop, that the landlord had 5 shops. You understand, all stretched out, all 5 shops, and she already has 3, so remaining 2. And that too, she just said this. I said, mother, you just get local. And that too, the 2 persons that was occupying those 2 shops has just left. Okay, they just changed their location and all that. So she had to meet the landlord again. Sir, I want to take the remaining 2 shops. And the landlord said, only you, this woman, only you. No problem now. Only just pay me. And the man is also a good man. He gave her just a little bit discount because she now occupying 5 shops. 5. So she now said that those 2 shops she just did kind of putting some electronics goods, some other things that people would just ask, like small pillowcase, bed sheets, towels, other some things, something that you want to go and buy, you can easily go and buy. You understand, some things like that. And just small generators, small televisions, and all that. And the business started booming. Like she said, Queenette, from just a small provision shop is now like a supermarket where you can get anything you want to buy. Sets of pots, sets of anything. And she has luxury, she has other things, right? From just small provision shops, she now has provisions. She's now selling in wholesale prices. She now selling in large quantities, bags of rice, cartons of tomatoes, cartons of groundnut oil, and now down to electronics. She has television. She's selling fridge. She's selling too many things. Anything electronics, she's just selling, and also selling phone accessories like charger packs. I was like, Madam, I want to be like you when I grow up. And now here comes the deal.